What's up, everyone? This is Mayan Gordon. I'm back for a Friday night live at 5. So if you're watching, I sure do appreciate you. I know that Friday nights can be party time or maybe a little bit of relaxation with the family. After I finish up with this, I'm going to be having a really special Friday night dinner with my husband, Ben. So if you're doing that right now, that's awesome. Definitely go spend time with your family. If you're watching, though, I really do appreciate you. Go ahead and comment something that you're grateful for today, that you're grateful for this week. Let's fill the comment section up with some positivity and let me know where in the world are you watching and tuning in from. Today, I'm really excited to talk about something because I think a lot of people need a bit of a mindset shift or have not really truly considered what I'm about to talk about. And that is the ROI of the things we cannot measure, specifically people, because you can't measure the ROI of investing into people. We just simply do not have the tools for that. And in fact, that is just one example of the many, many things that we have not created tools to measure yet. Just because we cannot measure it does not mean that it is not real and that it does not exist. And I think a really good example of this would be electricity. Electricity was discovered in the 6th century, a long, long time ago. Let me make sure I got that right. 6th century BC by the Greek philosopher Thales of Miletus. He experimented with amber rods, and these experiments were the first studies into the production of electrical energy. And it wasn't until the 1820s, don't make me do the math there, but more than 1,000 years later, 1,000 years where electricity existed and was discovered before we found a way to measure it. And the story of that is through the ampere, which began as a Danish physicist named Hans Christian, who discovered that magnetism and electricity were two aspects of the same thing. That doesn't mean that electricity didn't exist. We just simply didn't have a tool yet to measure the amps of electricity. But we could see that it was real because electricity was doing things like lighting up our light bulbs, like allowing us to, run different types of machines. So just because we don't have systems or tools to measure the ROI or the impact or the force or the energy behind the goodness of people, behind the intent and the actions that people take, oftentimes does not mean it is not there. And so I just want to get you guys thinking a little bit about what is the possible ROI of investing into people, investing with your energy, with your heart, with your time, with your knowledge and experience and wisdom, with your kindness. What could that possibly lead to? What kind of energy are you producing? What kind of electricity are you maybe making when you do that? That is so profound, the same way that electricity has completely changed our entire world, our entire universe, and the things that we are capable of doing within that. Imagine if investing into people was just like using and creating and generating electricity. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about this. What are some things that you see that you can do or that you've experienced you putting energy or time or efforts into that you knew would have ROI or that you saw there was a return on that investment, but you simply couldn't measure it very directly? So one of the things I would say is courage. Investing into courage, into being courageous, has a most definite, ginormous return on that effort and investment. Can we measure it? Do we have those tools? Absolutely not. Will we maybe in 1,000 years from now? I hope so, because then more people are going to put more of their energy and more of their time and invest more into things that really are drivers of forces of good, are drivers of things that have a really positive impact on this world. So take some time to think about that. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Send me a direct message or just post in the comments what you think about this concept. I think it's a really fun and interesting conversation for us to all have together. And feel free to take this question, this concept, and talk about it with people offline. Talk about it with your family. Talk about it with your friends when you see them, because I think it can lead to a lot of really great places. And I just want you guys to know that I believe incredibly, incredibly in each and every single one of you, in your ability to create good, to create significant and lasting impact that is positive in this world. And so I empower you to take advantage of the things that you know and you feel are going to do that but because you can't measure them, the world is telling you not to. I am here to tell you, go for it, do what's right, do what's good. And I can promise you the impact later on to you is going to be so substantial that, you thank yourself for having made that leap of faith. So you guys have an amazing, great night. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to spend some time with your family, spend some time appreciating whatever the good things are that you currently have in your life, and in taking that energy of appreciation and figuring out how to replicate it and how to bring and draw more of the good things that you're already experiencing into your world and into your existence. Again, I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing night. My name's Mayan, and I'll be back again tomorrow.